Doctor, when you came in my office, it was obvious to me that you were certainly qualified, and I note here you're supported by the American Society for Radiation Oncology, American Association for Cancer Research, American Cancer Society Action Network, American College of Radiation Oncology, American Hospital Association, National Organization for Rare Disorders, and the American Feed Industry Association. Chairman of the Ag Committee, I appreciate that very much. Just say to my distinguished friend that we ought to move his confirmation as fast as possible if we can talk to leadership to get that done. Thank you, sir, for your service.
Thank you, Senator.
The United States rightly insists on the adherence to risk-based, science-based principles when evaluating standards for animal health, food safety, and international trade. Last year, the FDA received a 5-year AMR strategic plan, a collection of activities for the stated purpose of addressing the potential risk for antimicrobial resistance, AMR, from agriculture production. However, I've heard concerns that some parts of the FDA's plan take more of a hazard-based approach, where a risk-based approach would be better to achieve the best outcomes for animal health and human beings. How will you ensure the FDA will follow a risk-based approach when implementing all of the 5-year AMR strategic plan?
Senator,
in working, of course, with the animal health industry.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the question. I am a huge fan, both in my previous career at Penn and now as a medical executive of Anderson, of using a risk-based approach to looking at problems and enforcement. I think there's been a long history at FDA in that. I look very much forward to getting more information about the issues that you describe and working with you on that to assess the role of a risk-based versus a hazard-based approach.
I might add that Senator Baldwin brought up on the question on the efficacy of milk. If you could just put a parens after that in your memory and put meat in there too.
Yes, sir.
And you might put impossible in front of it.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Animal biotech, I understand the FDA is looking at revising its guidance under the 1992 update to the Coordinated Framework for the Regulation of Biotech. I understand the need to update and examine the framework. Will the revised guidance be consistent with the 1992 update, and is it considering emerging technologies such as animal gene editing? Do you commit to giving timely and meaningful information regarding upcoming update to the industry stakeholders?
I commit to giving timely and accurate information. Yes, sir.
My last question is about hemp. Hemp is the latest thing with regards to farmers, ranchers, and growers. About the only thing we can get above the cost of production. We're in a recession. And it's already been asked by Senator Rosen with regards to CBD. There are many questions about the safety of using these products, including interactions with other drugs, dosing, even manufacturing standards to confirm that what is in the bottle is the same as what it says and not contaminated with other substances. I have a personal interest in this, and that I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but I have football knees. My wife insists that this little bottle of CBD stuff, that if you can put that on your knees, it's going to work. It doesn't. Well, at least for me it does. But this is being used for everything. I'm not going to I was going to mention Bob Casey, myself, and then you, sir, with the possibility of growth of hair. But I mean, this is
yes, sir.
This is ridiculous. This is the last thing since Hadacol, and that really dates me way back in the day when that was being a product going across state lines. So I know you have started a process to develop a framework for how these products might continue to be marketed, but understand that farmers really want to get into this crop because it is a positive thing in terms of price recovery.
Senator, I think you've described very well the balance that's needed here. As you know from manufacturers' survey, a significant proportion of Americans are using these products, and a significant proportion of Americans who are using the products think that they're already judged to be safe and effective by FDA when they're not. So I think there are unanswered questions that need to be filled in by data and science and research. I also know that there are signals that CBD, for example, can be an effective medical product, and I think we have to have a clear and transparent framework for assessing them, certainly on the medical product side.
Let me know.
Thank you, sir.